At point guard, at guard, Stephen Castle. At center, Victor Wembanyama.
So on that 2K boy, and then we got the Spurs against the Nuggets. If you like, subscribe, and enjoy.
Starting at small forward, 6'8", number 23, Cameron Johnson. At guard, 6'6", number 0, Christian. The other forward, 6'8", number 32.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. And Beniamo's out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Fox. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Garcilla at the shooting guard. And for the Nuggets, before the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Into the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. What a matchup we have here in the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's got to be physical and finally intensified. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Fox against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Here's Johnson. That's it. Coming off the assist to Jokic.
Jokic is so dangerous. Blocking his hands. He's a top-notch passer as well as a great scorer. Always delivers.
Murray with it. Johnson down low. Covered by Vassell. Johnson, good.
And once he got to the 10, he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot of energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Murray following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Jokic. Jokic sets the screen for Johnson. And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And just over a minute played here at the start of the game. Jokic with his 3 on Fox. Murray, no good.
Close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's on.
Basket good.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Jokic with his 3 on Fox. From deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Right now, it's ended over the sidelines. And a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to catch up with Denver's head coach, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Fox, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Here's Castle. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Jokic with a screen on Fox. Johnson the pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Screens be no.
He's so crafty, really tricky player. I mean, Jokic likes to go with the floater when the defense least expects it.
And now, the first time out call here for the Spurs. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. But what we appreciate, for some players, success can change that, but not for Jokic. Yeah, he seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down to earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. They trail by 3. Outside Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic.
Oh, nice.
Gets some rim on the way. And the
Have a lot of respect for Jokic. He feel the game. He plays the right way. He sees everything. And this is what he sees. So
Force
on 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Murray and coming from 2 feet away.
If he gets the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Here's Jokic, rebounded by Castle. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Fox. Whistle blows. Bucket's good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just such a defensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. One shot.
He only shot 2 attempts per game, but his volume both way up. It's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And it's Gordon missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Wembanyama. For the 5th time in 5 shots, he remains perfect.
And this is what you need to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Murray kicks to Johnson. Back to Murray. Gordon the pass to Jokic. Over Wembanyama.
Whoa.
Jokic into the go. The assist by Gordon. Jokic has got 6 points.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that.
And you know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
The Spurs making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Fox. He has 5. Harris outside.
Yes.
Carries it from 3-point range.
No wasted motion with Harris. He's so smooth and polished as a scorer. Gets those catch and shoot jumpers off nice.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. Murray for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Pass to Castle. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. 6 for 6. He's ripped the miss from the field.
They had a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 5. Here's Gordon from outside, and the three ball is good. Gordon's got his second bucket.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the deal.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get it holding riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
On deep, Jokic. And Fox with the rebound. Spurs leading by 5. Count it. 14 points for Victor Wembanyama.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Stays by Wembanyama. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 16-5 run. Pass to Champagne. Nice ball moved by San Antonio. Here's Harris. And slammed out by Harris.
And this offense is at a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline retention.
Johnson shot it off. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 9-point game. Tobias Harris has played over a dozen years in the NBA, and he is still a solid third option.
It really is. He only played 1 year in college, and yet has been steady and consistent. Might not be the most efficient scorer, but he still does other good things when he's on the court. He does it at both ends of the floor.
Marvin Bagley for Denver. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Harper comes in for Castle. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. In the early goal
Spurs has played so many in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And the first one goes. So great, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of the last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
The Nuggets trail by 11. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted. There's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. It's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. Appreciate that report.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
1:56 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Bagley. And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in two-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last in three-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet left with force and passion. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The Nuggets with another miss. San Antonio leading by 12. Here's Bryant. Lays it up and makes it in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. Jones
against Harper. outside Jones. Here's Jokic. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jokic just got 10 points.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on from that possession. He barely knocked it in the defenders.
Here's Bryant. Jokic cracks the ball.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Jones, no one around him. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Jones looking for an opening. Here's the screen. Over to the wing. Here's Jokic. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Bagley is out there with Jones. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford in at the two spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Lock at 6. Here's Bagley. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
And he has the reputation for showing variety. Can score in a different way on each possession.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with you.
If it's working, keep working. And that's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And Harper no good on that one. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Shot by Champagne, no good. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up to 10. Trail by 14.
Ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with 4 points. Oh, this is perfect timing there to knock down the three.
Bagley shooting reasonably well, 45%. Bagley sets a screen for Jones. And here's Jokic outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
And right now, Jokic has it pouring on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Kessler. Strother grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 11. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Jokic is
Seen that.
the break.
Well, Jokic is a judicious three-point shooter, so you know he likes the look when he takes one.
It's to Harper. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Harper's got 5 points in the quarter. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Oh, throw it down. Nikola Jokic.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him. And you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Jokic. Here's Crawford. Even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid on. Johnson for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Jokic with a screen on Harden. Jones finds Jokic. High post drive and hits the jump shot.
That was cool.
Jokic just got one.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
For Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about him. He knows he's got other passions, which I love. Horses apparently one of his other passions.
Wasted no time on that one.
A top passer in his position, Jokic is consistent in moving the ball.
And that one's good. Champagne's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
Pass to Jones. Now, here's Jokic. Defense is right there. A rebound by the Spurs. Champagne's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they did try me. I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Jones takes the Jokic. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Shot by Champagne, no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Jones for 3. It's good for a second make. He's a 2 so far.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open for me.
Champagne passes to Cornette. Here's Castle. Trying to come right back with the play of his own. It's no good. Langley finds Jokic. Launches a 3. That shot off.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Denver's got a 3-point shot on 16 times tonight. 7 times they hit it. 9 times they missed.
And that's the thing about Landry. Big, athletic, versatile. Very hard to stop without power.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And they're also hitting that mid-range shot at a high clip. A big key will be to continue that success throughout.
And he's good on the second. San Antonio calls timeout. Spurs leading by 7. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 9.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good position close to the basket.
And another miss by Denver.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less. Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier.
Taken away by Johnson. will put it here for Murray. And the three off target. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. 16 feet away. Barnes can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 9. Johnson dishes to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. Like, coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Oh, nice drive there to go to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
Now, here's Fox. 13 points in the game. 2 pointers off the mark. And Malik Johnson. Pass to Brown. Here's Murray, defended by Bryant. Shot clock at 5. Now, here's Jokic. Cruising basketball for Jokic.
Is there anything he doesn't do? Great awareness by Jokic there.
Barnes trying to free himself up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the intent. It's going to go after Murray. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
He hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Denver. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Plumlee. Tobias Harris comes in for Barnes. Vassell, he's checked in for Bryant. And Castle is subbed in for Johnson. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. He could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically fakes the fingers into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
Roberts checked in.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it like that. A soft touch on full good.
Lets it go with a 3. Vassell, no good. Line is trailed by 5. Gordon goes to Brown. Johnson kicks to Gordon. Roberts a rebound. Here's Strawther. And another miss by Denver. San Antonio's gone. By Landry since the end of the game. Taken away.
Tighten it up, and they want to slow this team.
Something else, guys. You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to 4 and lots of success in the past break game.
The Spurs making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Here's Harris. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
It's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
Jokic, another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making the GA look all too easy right now. Goes in. And Jokic with the rebound. And it goes out of bounds. The last touch by Fox. Here's Murray. Pass to Gordon. Here's Strother knocks down the three ball. Now it's just a 3-point San Antonio lead.
And forever the scorekeeper, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Fast break, here we go. Here's Harris. No good there. Good defense by Jokic. Denver's going down 10 to launch since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, something that is so important to this team. Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer. And Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the three. He's got all of those.
Denver calls timeout. Defense, San Antonio. And the call will be against Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so here's Denver. It's a 3-point game. Brown's shot is on. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with the authority. Go get it, young fella.
Pass to Jokic. He can't get that one. Good defense by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. He takes it in. That one falls. And it's a 7-point San Antonio lead.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
They set the pick. Here's Strother. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The way great they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's team to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Here's Brown. Scoreless thus far. The Nuggets with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Stolen by Murray. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama is Wembanyama, good, right over the defense.
So fluid off the bounce. Wembanyama.
Pass to Bagley. Bagley the screen. Strother gets the three-point to fall. Strother's got 9 points now.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You gotta be tougher defensive.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time this Gatorade. The basketball is going to be played here, and they can reach up.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, you run out of gas down the stretch of the game. And that's something that none of these guys can do with that now. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
For the Nuggets, Jones comes in for Jokic, and Jones something for Christian Brown. The Spurs also changing it up. Luke Cornett is checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Vassell comes in for survivor six, and it's Harper in for Fox. San Antonio leads by 9. Here's Castle. And balls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 5 assists in the game. And it's Jones with the ball from the Nuggets. Down low. And finished off by Baker.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Bagley against Harper. Knocked away. And still not working.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Vassell against Jones. Bagley with a screen on Vassell. Three-pointer. And no good in the last open attempt this time. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? It's San Antonio as they wrap up the 3rd quarter with a 13-5 run. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent. You love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much good.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. San Antonio leading by 9. They've got Jones. Jokic is out there with Bagley. Then it's Jones. And it's Drucker in at the 2-yard spot. Scoop on the 4 for Denver. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And look at the basket guy still shaking.
I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-man.
And we got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition takeoff. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
At the line for your Nuggets.
And that one falls for Jones. The Nuggets trail by 6. Jokic with the screen on Harper. Jones in the post. Ryan's there. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Good work there as it goes. And the Spurs lead by 8.
If you allow him to get that close, he deserves to get scored on.
Jones against Harper. Pass to Jokic. That's in. Coming up an assist from Jones. Jones has got 5 assists tonight. Here's Champagne. Back to Harper. Launches it. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Pass to Bagley. And here's Jokic from 15 feet away. And it's Harper with the rebound.
And this sort of dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, I used to love going up.
Jokic sets the screen for Jones. Yeah, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
He gets assists.
Here's Champagne. Bryant. Here's Champagne. Johnson. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
You know, some people rely on their Johnson, though, is in a different category.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Christian Brown's checked in for Jones. San Antonio also making some changes. Vassell, he's checked in for Brown. And De'Aaron Fox up in for Johnson.
I'm not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't
Here's Fox. Wanted to rhythmic move that one. Fox has got 34.
The handles of Fox, nasty. Remarkable at calling through the defense and creating shot opportunities for himself.
Bankway finds Jokic. A rebound by the Spurs. Led by as many as 14 points. Fox. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, I like the way Fox uses his wiry frame there. I mean, even when he's getting knocked around and jostles about, he maintains control and still gets the job done.
Checked in for Luke Cornett. A free throw off from Fox. The Nuggets trail by 13. Pass to Bagley. Jones. Jokic with the screen on Fox. Shots five in the corner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got it good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First free throw is good. Two shots. And so Jones nails both of them. Now, Wembanyama. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
This kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it despite the contact.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Now, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And you know, I could see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom five defense to a top five defense in 2024. His impact is amazing.
And the Spurs with possession. Following the three-point attempt by Jokic. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away in this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart. They want to erase this deficit.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Castle. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Castle's got 12 points in just the second half. This
Jokic doing a nice job on the screen, solidly set and rolls to the perfect spot for the score.
Swirling by 15. Here's Castle. Johnson for three. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 12th here tonight. Saw that coming. He was all alone on that one.
That's the kind of lead that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in it.
Pass to Harris. If it counts, and the Spurs lead by 2.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Brown, the pass to Jokic. Here's Crawford. Outside, Jones. Three. And Denver. San Antonio's got 3 of their 6 quarters to fall here in the fourth. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Denver with the rebound. It's Jones on the wing. Pass to Jokic. Jokic there for Jokic.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And Wembanyama, no good. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 10-2 run here. On the basket by Jones.
Can't quite put my finger on it, but something gave them the jolt, and now they're knocking down everything. We got some high in store for us down the stretch.
Jokic. And comes with the assist by Jones. Jones has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Castle. And that's Jokic with the rebound.
Change your mind during the layup. You can't be indecisive. They tried to pull off another shot and missed it. Indecisiveness is never good when you're shooting the basketball.
Now, here's Bagley. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Strawther. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 7. And Benyama with it. Now defended by Jokic. Denver grabs the miss. Outside, Jones. Here's Strawther. From outside, off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Whistle blows. It was good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Getting up on him. Did a great job by Hilton to absorb the contact and still get the start.
Spurs making a switch here. Fox is checked in. The Nuggets trail by 10. Outside, Jones. And here's Jokic outside. Vassell grabs the board.
And even with good coverage defensively, that he has confidence to drill the three. Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Johnson. The Nuggets with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That lucky he was off.
Here's Wembanyama. It's a jumper. Wembanyama has got 7 points here in this quarter.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Inside. Here we go. And Jokic missed it.
Boy, great effort on defense there against the guy who typically makes that.
And Fox gets it to go.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Driving inside. It's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Fox has got 42 in the game. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, I tell you what, it's been so much fun watching him do his thing out here. I mean, it's looking effortless for him, and he's riding that wave of confidence and momentum, which has allowed him to completely take over and dominate.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's hate. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. Murray against Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Jokic. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give up here for San Antonio.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way, the other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
But one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
Every inch for tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Spurs. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio calls timeout. They're leading by 18. 26 seconds left. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by Holmes. Fires the three. Drops in the tray. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Barnes. The 10-footer finds the target. And the Spurs lead by 17.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says that they bring an awful lot about this team.
At home, I mean, you got just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the concepts have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Clark Kellogg and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game.